What is up, you guys? It's your buddy Kaiju, and welcome back to another figure review. Today we are reviewing Marvel Select Venom. Yes, indeedy. And first off, let me apologize for not putting the theme at the beginning of this video. My equipment that I use to do it isn't quite working properly for some reason. Hopefully by next video I'll get that fixed. And sorry for uploading this video late. I had ordered this figure and it was supposed to come in yesterday, but sadly it was delayed due to the weather because, you know, we got a whole bunch of snow and ice where I'm at. But it's finally here, and this thing is a monster of a figure. I mean, it came in a monster package. Hang on, let me show you. Just look at the packaging for this thing. Look. Faceplant. Okay. But just look at, I mean, you can't even get the freaking thing in the, look at this, it's just cut off. I mean, it's cutting up part of the M. I mean, it's a it came in a huge packaging. Okay, let's get back to this figure. Now, this figure is, it's one of the best Venom figures I have ever seen. It is just awesome. And it did come with some accessories, and we will be getting into those right now. First accessory, his web shooter, which I pretty much just made myself. I made it out of the twisty ties it was tied in with. And it's, I figured, you know, since, you know, Okay, now let's get into the real accessories. He comes with multiple pairs of hands. He comes with, oh, I dropped one. He comes with his fisted hands, as you see. Well, I'll show you those in a little bit. And he comes with his claw hands. Look at these. You can nap right now, but just look at it. I mean, look at the palm, all that's sculpted. I mean, you can see the creases of where his hand. You turn around to the back, you can see the white spot. You can see the veins. Now, both hands are not sculpted the same. This here has, see how his pinky is a bit outward? On his other hand, he has more of a gripping motion. Look at that big giant vein right there. I know you see that. He's got more of a gripping action to it. Now, his other set of hands I will get into in a bit because it's attached to another part of an accessory that comes with Venom. Another accessory is a forearm and a smaller hand. Look at the detail in this. He comes with two of these. I'm going to show you. See, one is a sculpted open hand with like his index finger pointing up. This here is like a McGrabby hand. Looks like it's meant to hold something. I mean, if I do this, give me a second. You know, looks like he's holding on to the webbing that I made. But these here do not get attached to the Venom figure as you would think. I will show you. Just look at the detail in that. Okay. He does come with multiple heads, which I will get in. Well, hang on. The hand, as you know, since there are multiple hands, they are removable, and the fists are sculpted the exact same. I mean, they're fists. Get the sculptedness of that thing. I mean, just the sculpt is magnificent. I mean, he's got the veins coming through, and you can see the muscle tone within his hands without the whole figure. Okay, we're going to disassemble Venom. He has no hands and no head. Right now, he is a dead Venom. This is the head sculpt he arrives with. It is very cool. It is an awesome figure. See his teeth. And he has a bit of a round head. This here is the comic book head that he, as you see with him in the comics. You can see he's got the creases right there just in the center of his eyes. His teeth. Awesome. Put that head right there. Next head, we have the Eddie Brock head, where you see Edward Brock Jr. and the symbiote goop coming around his head. And as you see right here, you got the jawline. And right there on the tip of his chin, he's got some drool painted on there. Just, oops, sorry, getting out of focus. Just look at that, and you can see the symbiote slime crawling up his face. You got his tongue. I mean, there's a whole lot of detail on the tongue alone. I don't know if you could pick it up on camera, but you can see like the little bumps and creases, and there's a vein shooting through the tongue right there. One gripe on this head figure is that right here on the back, you can tell where that goop got put. Wish they could have made it seem seamless, but overall, very, very cool, very detailed. Now, my favorite head sculpt is the one we're most familiar with, is the sharp-toothed, long-tongue, drooling beast. Look at them eyes, look at the teeth, look at that tongue. Lick, lick, lick. And this here has the most detail out of all the heads. I mean, you come around to the back, you can see the veins and the muscle tone. Look at the sharp teeth and tongue. Very, just a sculpted madness going on right here. The tongue, I've seen reviews on this figure. The tongue on this head sculpt was removable, but for some reason it's not removable on mine. I have applied heat. I've put quite some force into pulling on it, but it will not come out. So I'm not going to force it because I don't want to risk breaking it. And I'm fixing to show you what he looks like with all three of these head sculpts. And as you seen a minute ago, here he is with the comic book style head. And here he is with the Edward Brock Jr. head, which is my least favorite head sculpt. I mean, it's not a bad head sculpt. It's, you know, it's just in the rankings. And here he is with my favorite head sculpt. Just look at it. Now let's get into the figure itself. Look at all of that sculpted, these veins. The spider logo right here is sculpted in there. Look at the muscle tone. I mean, just let's get a load of his back. Look at the muscle tone in the back. He is just freaking massive. He's got that black and looks like a little bit of purple going through. It could be blue. I'm not sure. I am partially colorblind and I have trouble with my blues and my purples and crap like that. But it does not end there. Let me show you something. This is awesome. He comes with a backpack. And just look at the sculpted detailing on this son of a gun. Just, gosh. And you can interchange these hands with the figure. And these are the other hands I was telling you about. These are open hands. Just look at it. And you just apply these. I said this. Just by grabbing the figure and placing onward as so. And he is just a freaking mess right there. But wait, that's not it. Because remember the little forearm hands that I showed you? Well, these plug in to the little holes on the side of his arm. As you see one right there, and there's another one on the other side. Those plug in those slots, which I'm fixing to show you. And there you have the Madness Venom. From in the comic book Venom, the Madness, where him and Juggernaut really got into it. I'm not sure who won. I cannot tell you who won. I hope Venom won. because Venom is my favorite villain from the Spider-Man series. Just look at that figure. This is my first Marvel Select figure, and this thing is just sick. Look at it. Now let's get into the articulation of this figure. Now I'm going to take his backpack off. Just grab and lift up. You knocked his head off. Not cool. I'll pick it up in a second. Now, for the articulation, each one of these heads rotate. This one rotates. This one rotates. This one rotates. This one rotates. Now, this one and this one are sculpted in so they do not rotate. His arms, on both arms, they rotate, have a 90-degree bends at the elbow, and his hands rotate side to side. And that there is just about it for that. Now, let's get into the figure. I will pick up the other head in a moment. Now, with these little arms, they detach very easily. The only articulation is that the hands go side to side. That there's just about it for these little guys. Now, the head does look up, kinda. You know, you can see the movement. Looks up, kinda looks down. Look left, look right. Get a little bit of neck pivot. Now, for both arms, they do come up that far. Have a upper bicep swivel, 90-degree bend at the elbow. Hands switch side to side. He has a diaphragm joint. You crunch forward a little bit, crunch back a little bit side to side, and a little bit of twisting. He has a waist swivel, go side to side, do a whole 360 if you wanted to. He has QC-UC leg joints. That come out that far, come up that far. Has a thigh swivel, 90-degree bends at the knee, and foot goes up and down, no ankle pivot. This is just one sick figure, man. Just look at it. Just get a look at that head. I mean, it's just a sick figure. Now, time to get into some size comparisons. So I picked out my tallest figures that I have. And here he is side by side with the NECA 94 Godzilla. And here he is side by side with NECA's Gypsy Danger. He is side by side with my Hasbro's Revenge of the Fallen figure from from the Transformers movie. And Venom stands taller than all three of those figures. Now, he doesn't stand taller than my Unicron figure. But as far as my regular sized figures go, Venom is now the new tallest. Well, that was nice, Venom. Right when I was fixing to do my outro, you just decided to fall over. That's very nice of you, Venom. Very nice. Well, guys, that's going to conclude the end of this video. Venom, no more falling over. But, like, share, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this video. You know what? Just stay down, Venom. Just stay down. Meanie. Anyways, share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and, okay. If you want this figure, I picked him up at Big Bad Toy Store. All this sculpted madness, all this accessories, all of this craziness. And I'm just going to go ahead and set this right here, even though I made that myself. But if you want all this, you can get it at Big Bad Toy Store for $22. So anyways, like, share, subscribe. I know I said that. I'm repeating myself. I am so sorry, guys. But, this here has actually been a crazy review. This is probably my craziest one yet, besides the one where, on my Gypsy Danger review, y'all fell off my stand, which was wild. But this here's probably my wildest one, because Venom being a butthole right now. I'm sorry, I love you, Venom. Anyways, like, share, subscribe. Let me repeat myself one more time. Go check out Super Panda Officials. She's got some really really cool videos going on. And go to Big Bad Toy Store, Lindsay's Toy Room if you want this figure. And until next time, guys, later.